Hi beautiful friends, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hello my friends, how are you? This is your pick a card reading from your spirit animal and with their message for you. Now we all have several spirit animals. When you're starting out, you may not know very many of them, so this can also be serving as a indicator who they might be, their personality, what type they are, and such. So this should be interesting. And if you already know that you have several, then this could be the one that tries to talk to you and deliver a message that is important for you to know right now. We have 3 different piles going on. You may have seen them in the thumbnail already, most likely, and you may have made your pick already. If not, just take the time and feel into each individual pile. We have pile number 1 right here with the carved glass, almost like a crystal. We have pile number 2 with the pyrite. That did a nice sparkle right there. And we have pile number 3 with the fossil for you. So really feel into it. You may also pause the video, and then I'll see you at your pile or piles if you've picked several. You may also come back at a later point in time if you feel called to watch the video again. It may be a different pile at that time. Okay, I'll see you. Hi, pile number 1. If you have picked the glass crystal, then this is your reading. Let's have a look on what spirit animal is trying to get in touch with you and their message for you. We have the raven, trust in magic, and I'll read that one to you shortly. As you can see over on Instagram at Universal Power Tarot, you can see I kind of have a different layout than what we'll be seeing right now with the cards, so you may want to go ahead and check these out at Universal Power Tarot because they fit together so well. Your next card is Come Together. See how they fit, like color-wise. It's crazy. And second pile as well. Then you have Unity, which is so fitting to come together, right? I mean, there's lots going on. It feels like almost like the Big Bang Theory or something, like boom, something big. And the layout is interesting. It's almost like artistic, creative type of style. It's like the way you put stuff on the wall, like at a museum. They want to be like crafted, artistic, creative. Yeah. You have the World Tree, number 21. You have the 8 of Stones with skill. This is the tarot of the... No, it's not even the tarot. It's the Wildwood Tarot. The Knight of Bows with the Fox. You have the Shaman, and your last card is the 9 of Stones with tradition. Okay, interesting. Let me see how they want to be placed. Oh my goodness, this is interesting. Again, same thing. We're really looking for some sort of symmetry here. It also looks like you are ascending, my friends. So let's start with, yeah, but this is so crazy. It really looks like a work of art. So your life, when you look back at it, because you managed to put it in a certain way, may look like a piece of art, especially when you start to observe it like from above as a past life review. This is crazy. What a message. And your spirit animal is clearly excuse me throat chakra bonjour. Oh my god, express yourself. Don't be shy, like let it out, like your unique beauty wants to be shown. It's the raven or the crow, and we have 2 of those fellers here. Such beautiful animals. And their message is trust in magic, number 47, breaking down to a 11. So you may be seeing the number 11 a lot. This is also highly spiritual, of course, and the raven is, to me, an animal of death and rebirth, of great change that is like on the brink of happening. And I'm going to read that one to you. We have it right here. I already marked it so I can get to it faster. So trust in magic. Magic is mysterious and coincidental. It is at the heart of these moments of synchronicity and knowing. It is woven into the awareness that there is more to life than what you can see. It is born of that moment when you step without fear and with loving heart into the void. Voice your desire and have great spirit send his messengers to show you the way. Like, trust in this. When you see them, those are messages from spirit straight up. Trust in magic. It is real and it surrounds you. Oh my goodness, yes. Absolutely. And what I was getting with the come together, since we have two again, so there may be a counterpart thing going on, a mirroring effect. And when I say counterpart, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a romantic relationship, a romantic partner, although that could have happened to point you in a certain direction, to point you in the way of where you need to go to heal. But it can also be like ordinary people that you meet along this path that will point you, because what this showed me is like, it's almost like it's reversed, you know what I mean? So it's like the roots are actually the top as well. So what this is letting me know, the stronger the roots, of course, the prettier the leaves up there. The roots need to be healthy and healed in order for, this mirroring effect to occur. We don't see the roots. That's the thing. They're in the ground. So we can only hope that they're healthy. If they're not, it'll show on the outside. And this is when we have to go for that deep dive. This is when we have to go in for that change. And ravens or crows, they feast on the dead. So it is really like, and they're making sure nothing is left, nothing is wasted, you know what I mean? So everything is actually being used to nurture, much like fertilizer. Like, all of the things that have happened to you actually are used now as fertilizers for this new ground, because you'll be more and more pretty, if that makes any sense, because your ground, like your roots, are being fertilized right now with your past, if that makes any sense. But it's not easy work. Like, this is kind of tough work you're going through. It looks like a lot of shadow work that you have been doing. It definitely does. But trust that this will pay off. You may not see the revenue of this yet, but with the world tree, trust that it will show up for you. This is also, the seasons, and I found it so cool that we have the tree show up twice for you in this reading. And as you can see, we have the mace down here. So again, nothing is ever in vain. Everything that happens is leading you somewhere. With the maze, you cannot get lost. It's like, because there are no wrong turns. You'll eventually get to the middle anyways. There's, it's also the sense of, don't be afraid to make mistakes, because it's not really the mistakes. It's not really mistakes, and you're caught by spirit, by your spirit animals here too. They're guiding you, and even if you think you may have made a wrong turn, you haven't, because this is all part of your life path. And remember the cyclical nature of life, of a year even, of a week, of a day. Everything is going through cycles, and this is also denoting to rest. Rest when you need to rest. Then work. This is about creativity. You know how you can only be truly creative when you have rested well. Otherwise, at some stage, it may stop flowing out of you because you haven't replenished yourself. And of course, this tree is huge. It's humongous. The trees of this thing must be incredible. You know how far-reaching they are, how connected they are with everything that's around them and with Mother Earth. And with that, also with Great Spirit, like up in the sky. Whew. Yeah, home. This is talking about your internal home. Unity within self. Yeah, Nine of Stones tradition, like meditate. A lot of you may have a meditation practice going on anyways currently. This is like listening to yourself fully, like trusting yourself fully, your intuition. Some of you may even practice stone magic. If not, there's a recommendation to start to work with the elements. Earth, fire, water, air, but also, trees, stones, anything in nature, because you can derive great strength and energy from those things. Of course, you want to ask for permission first. But it seems to me, if this is showing up for you right now, then you do have that permission already, like to do so. Great healing here with the snake, great transformation. And this is you. This has also to do with past lives, you stepping into that leadership position, and you may have stepped into that leadership position already. And the Nine of Stones is the Nine of Pentacles, so a huge card of independence, no longer caring so much what others say, think, whatever it is. This does not mean you're not empathic. I think you're very empathic, but it really means coming back to yourself, and often empaths can have difficulties with that because they may think it's selfish to, take care of yourself and to see what are my own feelings regarding this first. Because usually we do come from backgrounds that say differently, that say you need to take care of another first, which couldn't be further from the truth. You need to take care of yourself first here, with your practices, with what you eat, with the amount of time that you set aside for yourself here, in silence, I might add. Yeah, there's also something about the moon cycles. You may be working with the moon cycles, or if not, there's a recommendation that it would be a good idea to tune and tap into the moon cycles. Yeah, with the shaman, highly magical, highly mystical. Just like we said, like, trust yourself in this. You've had past lives as a shaman, as a healer, as a medicine man, as a medicine woman, as a healer for sure. And this, I'm keep getting the sense of loneliness in a way, because, trees just stand there. They can't really move. They're in one place, yet they're so connected. And there's the sense of, you finding that connection again, but in a different way. You need to know that you're always connected, but it may not be visible. I hope I can express it in a proper way. It may not be visible to you right now, but you need to feel your roots in order to feel that connection right now. And that connection with Mother Earth. And you have great powers, so you may also want to be mindful of what you say and think. There could be mastery involved here too. In any case, the shaman really has his tools or her tools in front of her or him right now, because they know them. Even if you haven't stepped into your purpose here or into your healing abilities, if you haven't tapped in completely, you have in a different life. So once you start to tap into that, it'll all come back to you. It's like a recognition. You're touching something, for example, that crystal, and it's all just like, whoa, this flash that you can perceive, that you can see of your past lives, or this feeling. If you don't visually see it, you may hear something, or you may see, or you may, perceive something with your feelings. Sometimes when that happens, we also get like weird types of goosebumps. It's that recognizing feeling when you just know, oh, this was big. There was something there. So really tap into like the healing here for yourself and for others. That's the connotation here too. Whatever this looks like for you. Knight of Bows with the fox, that's the Knight of Wands. So adventurous. There's also the sense of, I want to go out and explore and do and be free and, but there's the other sense immediately with the Eight of Stones, that you're kind of like being, how do you say, like tempered, or, because you have work to do. And so it's like, that's almost like a contradiction from, that freedom. So you may be pulled into directions here as well as to, yes, you've mastered your craft very much, and congratulations. Same as the shaman here, either in this lifetime or in a past lifetime, or both. It's a general reading, so you have to apply it to your life, to your situation. So the skills are definitely there. The tools are definitely there. And to a lot of you, you may have, again, in this life already discovered those skills, and you're just perfecting them even more in this lifetime, because they are important, and you are a great light, a great soul. Okay, you hold a lot of light, and at times it doesn't seem like that because you're going through so much healing and through so much shadow work. So it's just like, Jesus Christ, I don't feel like that, right? But you are. Like, trust in yourself. You once more trust in that. You are that. And with regards to the adventure and the work, there's also the sense of, finding balance in both worlds, in the world of pleasure and play, but also in the world of work. Because we're coming back to that topic of, if you're not well rested, if your own cup isn't full, you cannot pour out to others or into your creative endeavors like that if you were recharged here. So you need to go out and play. It's that one, and your child, your inner personas will really thank you. It's important for you to go ahead and do this now. Okay, it's about that balanced approach, because it'll benefit you and your whole world around you. So we have unity. Oh, ouch, candle. So yeah, we have this angel that is really taking care of the world here, of Mother Earth and the cosmos. But I'll read it to you. The earthly meaning is see your worth and the value of others. A refusal to accept less than equal footing in a partnership. An assumption, bias, or other barrier could hinder a fair outcome. Strive for reciprocity. There is a solution that benefits all parties. Connecting through differences. Empowerment is a better strategy than seeking power. Act now for the long-term benefit of your loved ones. The spiritual meaning is peace is not somewhere in the future, it is here. You don't need to search for it. Trust, let go, be present, and it will find you. The present is the point from which life flows. All is born, will die, and be reborn into this one moment. All is present in the now. You are, we are, all is equal. Okay. Good. Yeah. Yep. As the last card, actually I want to draw a guardian angel card for you as well, but work your light oracle card is what I want to pull for you here. One more. What do they need to know still? If you have any final messages for pile number 1, please. Thanks. Whoa. Oh my God. This is big. Whoa. We have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, sending the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Look at the beauty of this card. Wow. Wow, this is big. Like I'm recovering something that was lost, and we have that same, taking care of from above kind of a feeling. Ancient Egypt may be involved here too, the pyramids, they have something to say. Like history, this is very much past lives, this is how you've pursued a certain path in your past lives already, and it just continues on in this life. And with the world tree that wants to come in the picture again, it really is like nothing you ever do in any lifetime, whether you perceive it as something that was successful or not, everything is benefiting you and others because you're taking it with you. You know what I mean? It's all experiences. So let me see. Oh no. Oh, this deck. It's so, like, the deck is awesome. The booklet is kind of, they didn't put proper order to it, I feel, so I have a hard time sometimes finding the individual cards. Here we go, 88. There we go. So this is an activation card. I hope you can kind of see it. Seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, was an ancient mystic who dedicated her life to laying the foundations for Christ's consciousness to be woven through all of life. She's not widely known, but without her, Christ consciousness would not be rising as it is today. Anna represents the quiet dedication that is sometimes required to live a life of service. Oh man. She represents the generations that came before that devoted their lives to dreaming a new world into being while knowing that they would not see the glorious end result. Wow. So this is very much confirming what we already stated. She represents the dutiful soldier, the unconditional mother, and the mystic who can see the thread that is woven throughout all of life. Anna teaches us that we all have a part to play in the divine plan, It doesn't have to be in the world stage to be significant. One person's part is not worthier than another. One person's part may be to mother their children, and others may be to gather women in circle each month. No part is better or worse, more important or less significant. We each have within us a seed of light that we incarnated to share. Anna is gathering us all to remember and surrender to our part of the plan. And what you can say here with this card is, Beloved Anna, thank you for laying the foundations for the divine plan. May the seeds of light within me be revealed, and may I surrender to my part of the divine plan. Wow, this is really big. And once you understand it, it may become a bit easier. I'm not saying like entirely easy, but a bit easier. Because there's like the greater scheme here at play. One last guardian angel card for you. What do you have for? Thank you. Yes, self-criticism. We, your angels, ask you to please be more compassionate towards yourself. Observe the times when you have critical thoughts about you and make an effort to replace these thoughts, to replace these negative thoughts with positive, loving ones. You are a wondrous being of light, even if at times you think you are less than perfect. Remember that God and divine perfection exist in all things. All right. My dear pile number ones, I really hope this was helpful and or insightful to you. I'll either see you at another pile or in the next reading, hopefully. I'll see you. Bye. Hi, pile number two. If you have picked the pyrite, then this is your reading. Let's see what your spirit animal is right now that they want to communicate with you and what it is that they would like to communicate with you. Okay. So you have the winged cat. So you may very well be a cat lover or identify. I'm also getting Bast, you know, the cat that Isis had by her side for protection. You know, a very gentle yet also fierce spirit guide. And they want to let you know that you belong. That's the message here for you. It could also be like a bit of a mystical creature and being. They want to be laid out like this. For an interesting layout, just go over to Instagram at universalpowertarot if you're interested, because the layout I have over there when I prepared your piles and shuffled is a bit different than how they want to be laid out right now. Then you have a body with the chakra system. I love this card, and it fits so perfectly, just like pile number one. Like the colors just fit so perfectly with each other with the pastel, you know. I was surprised with that, and you know, it was nice. You belong. Like, listen to your body. That's with the chakra system. Also keep your chakra system, you know, nice and clean and flowing. Do your yoga, do your stretching. Eat properly as much as you can. You know, meditate, all of that. Keep them in alignment. And when because that way you also feel way faster when something is out of whack, right? So you don't have to do like the huge preparations. The huge repairs. Instead, you just go in for a small thing. I'm getting the picture of a car that needs repairing, and if you keep ignoring something, then the repair may be much bigger instead of something that could have been really small. You have motion. Wow, there's lots going on. Yeah, lots of small things. And I'm not saying to repair, it's just noticeable, lots of energy. So you may very well be working with energies already, or, you know, learning how to do it, getting into it more wherever you are in your journey. You have the 10 of Cups, which I like. You have the Queen of Pentacles, also very much like that one. There's a lot of connotation towards home and friends and family, so Cancer season for sure. You have the Ace of Swords, speaking your truth, staying true to yourself. We have the Page of Swords, which can denote to somewhat aggressive behavior in that pursuit, maybe sharp words as well. Could be aggression too. It's very much in the sense of that Cancer moon, Cancer new moon that just happened, but we can still feel those energies for sure. And then we have Temperance. So you may have a lot of spirit animals that are surrounding you. You may not even know how many, but I'm really getting there's a lot of them around you trying to, you know, help you. It's almost like she's opening Pandora's box. You may see, what are they called? What are these birds called? Swallows. You may see swallows a lot in your life because they're really drawing my eye. The fox as well, the owl as well, the my words, the wolf as well. Those are the ones, in the rabbit. Those are the ones that are striking to me from this picture. Temperance always also denotes to, you know, you need to have patience right now. And it may feel like a lot, but she's sitting there kind of calmly, but everything else is unfolding right now around her, much like the motion card. Like, it looks like you're kind of calm and aligned, maybe also to your outside world, but there's so much going on energetically, and you may or may not be feeling this. Probably you are. All right, let me read the message from your little guardian friend. Here we go, there she is. Wait, I organized it. Where are you? There we are. So know you belong, my friends, my dear pal number twos. You have a place, you have a purpose. You are special. Do not change who you are just so others might accept you. Do not dishonor your truths by allowing someone else to tell you who you must be. Change made just so you fit the expectation or social criteria of a clique or group does not honor you. You do not need to change in order to belong. You are a blessed child, excuse me, throat chakra, child of Gaia in great spirit, and belong simply because you are. We get the same thing with pile number one, where I actually had to clear my throat. So it's about self-expression, and that card very much, that message very much denotes to that also. You know, expressing yourself, saying who you really are. It's much about speaking who you really are, like speaking your truths into existence. Yeah, aligning with the body. We already said it. There's something about the chakra system and how that roots you, how that grounds you, and how important that is. It's almost like a reminder. They want me to read motion right now to you, so I will. And then I will go onto the tarot and interpret those, alright? I'll just, for those of you that don't know me and my channel, I always go with what I'm being told by my guides and what I feel with the cards. So that's how we roll. So one pile may not be the same method I use for the other pile because I'm just being guided, alright? Earthly meaning, cause and effect. Know what you want for the future and act accordingly. Be aware of the forces influencing your decisions. A spoke in the wheel is a minor setback, not a disaster. That's interesting because we were talking about the car, you know. Spoke in the wheel. Not a disaster. Deal with it quickly and move on. Shifting a single limiting belief will release a flood of creativity, insight, and confidence. Replace hoping for change with acting for change. Ooh. The spiritual meaning is you have the power to free yourself from the lingering sense of guilt and fear that is holding you back. You can choose to let go or you can hold on. This card encourages you to release the blocks in your otherwise divine plan and be free. Remove the debris of doubt and be moved to hope as love and clarity flow within you once more. Oh, I love this. I so love this. And you know, we have the flow topic here as well. Oh, where do I put this? With the chakra system. So it's very important to really trust yourself and whatever wants to come up within your body, because you'll feel it more and more. It's much like with intuition. When you start to train it, you know, more will come in. If you start to shut it down, of course it won't talk to you in such a way. It's like talking to a wall. Would you keep talking to a wall? Most likely not. It's the same with your body and with your intuition. If you pick it up and if you really start to listen to it with small things, like really, you know, do a body scan each day. It doesn't take long. You just lay in your bed and you feel into your body. Where do I feel something? Do I feel anything? And that's how you go about it. If you stumble upon something that you do feel, what does it want to tell you? You know, what color does it have? What shape does it have? What's the message it has for me? Not condemn any ailments that you may or may not have. It's much like with the emotions. Listen to them, you know, and sometimes this can be annoying and not easy to do, because especially if it's something that has been long ongoing. Yeah, I just now feel it. Someone may have, you know, troubles breathing a little bit, but it's from the back. You have a tension in the back. That's where this is from. It's not from the nerves, it's the muscles. So again, I really recommend stretching. Excuse me. Excuse me. You know? And that's a release too, you know what I mean? And that little thing, maybe what's blocking you, like really feel into it. It may have a vision for you, it may have a sentence for you that guides you to what you need to release at this moment. Yeah, I can really feel it. And it's your muscle. Okay, it's not, of course I'm not a doctor, it's not medical advice. If this persists, go see a doctor, la la la. You know the drill, right? Apart from that, you know what to do now. Yeah, and totally, it is a bit of, you know, knowing yourself really well, because that's what the Ten of Cups is also really about. It's emotional fulfillment. It's feeling your emotions with yourself, because that will enrich any relationship that you are in, or that you are stepping into, or, you know, it doesn't have to be romantic either. It will enrich them so much when you know yourself better, when you can tap into your emotional world and express them also so clearly, when you can say, hey, that really hurt me, and this is why, and this is what I would like. And it doesn't mean that the other people around you have to, you know, comply with what you said, but it gives them a chance to act on it if they so wish. And if not, you know who your friends are and who are not, you know what I mean? Or who is at least willing to step into some sort of a conversation with you, because those that are really, you know, that really like you, that really love you, they would ever so willing step into that position of, you know, of that mutual exchange, and they don't want to hurt you, you know what I mean? So that's important, because it may have been different for you as you grew up, or within a relationship where your feelings were disregarded by another. That's what I'm picking up here too. And you did a lot of clearing up. And again, it doesn't look like that to the outside world, how much has been going on. So you either are very good at hiding it from the outside world, or you have really become so stable on the external that it is very hard to understand or to see for other people where you actually came from, because you worked on yourself so much. That's really impressive. Magic around, magic. Yeah, beautiful, really beautiful. But it takes time. It's again the reminder from Spirit to be patient. And often when we are waiting on something, we do not want to be patient. But this is just part of the game, and I'm sorry to be the bearer of those news here, but this is teaching us something. This is teaching us something about divine timing, that Spirit is stepping in. And in the meantime, this lovely cat, like either you really do have a cat at home as a pet already, and they're strongly showing up, or you have one in spirit, or it's a really benevolent spirit guide, so soft but so strong. There's also the sense of, you may not know, or like from pure perception, from pure visuals, they may look all fluffy and you know what, but there's this strength, this knowing to them. It's quite something here. And you can also tap into their energies and ask them for help specifically. Yeah, they're assisting you. Third eye, I'm getting third eye. So either you're called to work with your third eye a little bit more, or you have started to work with your third eye and received more visions lately. Decalcification of the pineal gland, because, you know, fluoride in water and toothpaste, and that comes to mind strongly right now also, and how the pineal gland needs to be decalcified, or you have recently or somewhere along your path decalcified your pineal gland, because again, if you want to look it up, they're connected, the third eye and the pineal gland, to really make it pop, to really make it open up. Yeah, and you know, speak your truth. And I feel temperance is really tied into that as well here, pile number 2. So you really have time to be with yourself is kind of like the message. So you really, because you've been through so much, you can show up entirely different. That's why you have that depth to you, right? That others may not have and may not even understand. But this is why your truth is so important and just equally valid to the other opinions as well. But you like value your truth like you would the truth of another is the message here. Like, be the king of your own kingdom, of your own values and truths. And that time, because I'm getting the sense of something is not coming in for you, and that gives you the chance again, that seems to be necessary here for your journey, to really stand in your truth and oh my God, and figure out what it is that you really want and need. Like, really, really. It's almost like testing, but then in a sense, more of learning. On the learning side, there is something that they want you to learn right now, either this particular guide, this particular spirit animal, or your guides in general. Yeah, and this may make you angry. That's okay. Acknowledge that emotion. Like, that's an emotion just like happiness, just like joy, anger is, and it points you towards something. And we have an animal here again. It's like a desert fox, but it really reminds me of that cat here as well. So they're with you for sure, and they're right by your side, like helping you defend what is rightfully yours and what also is your truth. Like, know that they're with you. No matter if you feel like you've misspoke or you had a thought that wasn't in alignment, like, they're with you. They won't, it's like in the realms of unconditional love, they won't like move from your side. Or maybe you have been angry with your guides because it didn't come in, and because you did have to wait again, or you do right now, and it's just made you angry. And it's just, you need to know that that's okay too, right? They're right by your side. They will not move. You may have sent them away or something, or may have said, I'm done with this, I no longer want to do this, but they're still there. You know, you need to know that because they just love you so much. Like, this is unconditional love. They understand because they've been there. There's this great knowledge, this great patience within them, and that you can also like learn from them. You know how when we go journeying and take on the abilities and the facets and the feelings and everything of animals, it's quite interesting because it can teach us a lot about ourselves and our intuition and our instinct and our body too, because it's just, there's no inhibitors within animals. It just is what it is, kind of a thing. And that ultimately will give you great peace. This is like the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like, that's in the realm of Cancer season, because it's just like home, family, friends. It's all, you know, around her. She has brought her life to a comfortable state. And if that hasn't happened yet, and that's what you desire, know that you're going there. And again, it may not feel like it currently, but you need to know that you're going there, okay? Just a little bit more patience is required here. I hate it when people say that. It's just like, when's it coming in? You know what I mean? I'm not patient in that regard. Not always. Definitely not. It can be hard. Like, I feel you. I understand you. I do not blame you for becoming aggressive or angry with your guides or with whatever is going on here. And I hope this message kind of helps you a little bit to endure a little bit longer here, because eventually it will come in. Interesting. So they want another Ascension Tree card. I just checked with my cards because it's different for every pile. This is pretty. Prosper. Look, the bottom of the deck is prosper. Okay, for this particular reading for pile number 1, what? Thank you. Wow. This is really colorful. It's like whoosh, like a burst all of a sudden, like momentum. What do you want to say with this, Spirit? Yeah, okay, so when it comes in, it'll come in very swift, like all of a sudden, all at once. It's like you no longer have to wait. Like when this comes in, it'll be swift. Really swift. Success will be swift. And far-reaching is what I'm hearing. And it may have to do with creativity here too. With your creativity, you expressing yourself more and more. And as you do this, you create the momentum that's necessary to bring this in. Okay, that's the important message here. So be creative because it serves. Sometimes we feel like I don't have any time. I'm pursuing this and that. I can't be creative right now. I can't play right now. This is precisely what you need to do to actually bring it in, to give it momentum. Thank you. Are you kidding? We have creativity. This is crazy. Oh my God. We, your angelic messengers, are here to help unleash the endless creative potential that you possess. Listen to the whispers of love inside your heart as we communicate with you through feeling and emotion. What a confirmation. Let go of fear and apprehension and express the endless source of creativity you possess. Have fun and allow the inner child within you to express your true essence. All is valid. Oh my God. What a freaking confirmation here for your reading, because it wraps up everything I feel that we said. Incredible. All right, my friends. Did I read motion to you? I did. All right. I'm sending you so much love, light, and shadow. I hope this was helpful and or insightful. You may go to another pile as well if you feel so called. And if not, I'll see you in the next reading, hopefully. Bye, guys. Hi, pile number 3. Hello. If you have chosen the fossil, then this is your reading. Let's hop in and find out what your spirit animal is, the one that is currently trying to make contact with you, and what their message is for you. We are working with a good tarot, which I thought was really intense, actually, with these cards and not with the regular tarot cards. You have the lion. Have courage is this card, and it's strong and soft at the same time. There's so much courage like in this card. You know, it's that fierceness. You may even have like a Leo placement in your chart somewhere. You know, it's that warm-heartedness, that loyalty that really comes through with this card. So your spirit guide right now is the lion, really trying to be with you. And they're really strong, you know, really. If you're imagining a lion, right, and if you see them in meditation, they're really quite powerful. And when they start to roar, it's not something that anyone could ignore, right? It's very, very clear. Like when they come in, it's very clear and very distinct. The other card that came out with it is scarcity. So this is in complete contrast, actually, to not that much contract, because actually these cards, the yellow and the blue in particular, they are, I don't know how you call that in English, but they are on the other end of the color spectrum. Or how do you say that? I don't remember, but they are connected, just not in the way that you would necessarily think. So there is the topic of scarcity of, you know, what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on the things that are lacking and bringing in more with it? And I know that problem very much. I have that very much myself. And it's exhausting. Or are you focusing on the abundance? And the lion is just so golden, you know, almost like the Queen of Wands in the Star Tarot that I have. I'm being reminded of. You have the perspective card, which I'll read to you shortly. Angelic presence around you. Very much also. It's like you have a strongly knit spiritual team here. It's really gorgeous how they go together. And they actually, the perspective card, actually, you know, it shows you to put things into perspective here, because it's not all lack in your life. You're just making it bigger. And again, no judgment from my side at all. I'm just pointing something out. It may be triggering. Bear with us if you can, because there is a message for you in here, okay? And it may really help you. That's why I'm saying these things. This is like out of love and compassion, and not because I want to make you feel bad about yourself or what's happening at all. That's not the point here at all. So there's a shift in perspective that needs to happen from lack to abundance. Try to see things that really make you feel abundant. And if you can't find anything right now, I recommend writing down what you would like to see in your day to day. For example, kindness, a random act of kindness. Like write that in your journal in the morning. And then be sure that you will keep a lookout for that random act of kindness. It may probably come in a moment where you don't expect it, where you don't have that in your thought anymore, and then all of a sudden it is there, and you're just like, oh, that's it. That was just that moment, that act of random kindness. And you write it down as you go to bed at night. And this is something to be grateful for. Spirit actually showed you a random act of kindness, and really feel that in your heart. You know how happy that can make you when you really tap into that, how humans are kind to other humans. There's great abundance in that. And the perspective card incorporates both, you know, the scarcity and it's both. Because they both exist, like they both coexist. Again, you may not think they go together, but they're just two sides of the same coin, really. Oh, I like this. You have the 9 of air. You have the 3 of earth. You have love, and I love that because we have the Leo again here, the lion again, and look how she's cuddling with the lion. There's a strong, strong, strong connection. So if you haven't established that connection with your team, with your spirit animals yet, there's a strong sense, but I feel there is that establishment. You may have done that in a past life already, most likely, because it looks like, you know, that is such a strong connection. It's incredible. Like, feel into this. The 5 of fire, which is the 5 of wands. Yeah, we're going back up here. And the world with the number 21. So something is, oh, I love the layout. Have a look over on Instagram if you feel so inclined. It is so perfect. Oh my goodness, I love this. Wow, I really love this. Let me read the lion to you first, the have courage one. I'm gonna free it from this gorgeousness here, from this gorgeous layout. Have courage. There are times when you feel small, afraid, and alone in the world, but you are not alone. You are watched over and cherished by Gaia and Great Spirit. Know that you have within you the strength to overcome all obstacles placed in your path, no matter how daunting or large they may seem. Have courage. Now is the time to trust in yourself and have confidence that you will overcome all. Okay, tap into your spirit animal here to really allow them to come in to you with their warmth, with their strength, with their courage. And really, like I said, when the lion roars, it's not something you ignore, or anyone else for that matter. So it's something that really can be felt, and which could be very beneficial to you here. Perspective. They want me to read perspective also straight away, so we'll do that. So beautiful how this angel is pregnant with the cosmos in her belly. So maybe something about manifestation also. The earthly meaning. By the way, pile number 2 was waiting on something to come in as well. So there may be something in there for you as well. You are you in your own right, not as a reflection of circumstances, expectation, or assumption. Define and trust yourself. Again, trust yourself. A clear and simple answer betrays the true complexity of an issue. Resist the temptation to take someone or something at face value. A pattern of behavior reveals more than a single gesture. Go deeper, broader, and higher to get a fuller perspective. The spiritual meaning here is from the calm, neutral perspective of love and free from the fear, guilt, and judgment of this world. Your higher self looks through the conflict and drama of the physical world and sees hidden meaning and purpose. From a distance, present chaos looks perfectly ordered. Seek greater awareness. Tune into the depth of your heart and find heavenly peace. Wow. Yeah, again, something that can be hard to hear at times when you're not really feeling it. And I know when I hear messages like that, it sometimes stirs anger within me, and that's okay. As long as you're not leashing out on anyone else, that's fine, you know? But not on yourself either, please, okay? All right, let's start with the world over here, with the tarot cards, with a good tarot. I'm immediately getting, you've been on many planets already. Like this is also with regards to past lifetimes. Again, pile number 2 may have something in there for you because it was strongly talking about this as well. Yeah. Ah, yeah, the sun and the moon, you know, polarities. Yeah, much like this with the lion and the scarcity, you know, how they are necessary in order for you to actually experience this, because when there's only like the fullness and the lushness, you are not able to appreciate it in such a way as if you had experienced scarcity before. So this is very much necessary and also part of your plan so that you can overcome it. It's also the way you do so that's going to be beneficial to others, and it's a cycle that you will close out highly successfully. Okay, stay with it. Stay with it. I can only encourage you because there's great success here for you. Like, find that key. And this is an individual journey. You have your own key that was specifically made for you. It's a matter of some sort of a treasure hunt that you're on, of finding, you know, is it in the sea? Is it in the seashell here? Is it under the rock? Is it in this orange over there? It's that kind of a thing. It can also be viewed with a lot more excitement, if you see what I mean. It's like a schnitzeljagd. You know, like really like a treasure hunt. But it can be exhausting when you keep looking and no one says hot, cold, you know, or when you're confused, when, you know, there's a technical issue, hot, cold, cold, and you're just like, what now, you know? And this is the moment when you put the technical devices to the side and when you start to tap in with yourself and with your higher wisdom, because sometimes it works like that. And then there are other times, which I feel is right now for you or in the near future, where you need to tap into your own guidance system and into your own wisdom in order to find that key that unlocks like your destiny here, because you're not meant to stay in the scarcity at all. It's just part of it so you can experience it. And also the overcoming of the scarcity. I love that message. Yeah. Putting things into perspective and how duality is so important. Yeah, because if there's only light, again, same thing, you do not know like what light really is. That's the thing. If you have only abundance, you do not know what abundance really is, because only through difference, only through duality, only through the perceived opposite are you then able to experience everything in its absolute richness. Do you understand? This is a really important message here, because we often think this is bad, I don't want it, all the while not understanding and seeing things from the higher perspective, how necessary the one thing is, so you can actually learn and really feel and experience and appreciate the abundance that is about to come into your life. Also, same with a partner. If you've had the perfect partner right from the get-go and everything was all smooth sailing, you may not appreciate that very person because you don't know what else is out there. You know what I mean? And you may even wonder and go looking for other avenues. Ooh, interesting. This may be about money here too, you know, how we often think money is going to get us security, is going to get us you know, everything we want in types of feeling, in terms of feeling. You know, I want to feel great, I want to feel free. And for me personally, it's a lot tied to money, which I know, like from my head, is not the way to go. But somehow I still have that belief, and it's not that easy to rid myself of that. And when Spirit is asking you to do so, you're just like, oh my God, really? Like, can it not be easy for once? But it's, again, in that lesson and in that experience that you may very well teach to others then, so that they may get greater understanding. And your disciples, so to speak, may be younger than you, so they can learn even earlier than you have, and to raise consciousness even more and more. It's in the realms of, I'm seeing stairs, you know, how it's all raised. And you're just part of that, and you're part of like the whole bigger picture. Yeah, 5 of Fire is the 5 of Wands. It is just there. You know, she's sitting there, she's looking out, she's like, Spirit, what, you know, what do you want from me? It's kind of like the standoffishness, but also this almost like lethargy, or like I don't want to say procrastinating, because that's not what it is. It's just like, I've tried, you know, I've really, really tried, and I'm getting this sense of tiredness, like physical, mental tiredness, because she's just like, you know, I've tried, I've really dressed up, I've put on my wings, I've really, really put effort in it, yet it's not coming in. But she's not seeing that it's already here. You know, it's already very, very close. Very close. But that's okay. It's again, that's part of the process as well. And you will come to the awareness in time. And here she is, like, really appreciating her spirit animal, which she may not have, because they went through a lot together. A lot together. And look how, like, how much love there is for the other. And it's just pure appreciation. And it's that sense of, that is abundance, you know what I mean? Because sometimes we want something that we think we don't have, but we have the feelings that go with what we want already, so we don't necessarily need that very thing, because we already have the feeling we want to have. Oh my God. Not seeing it. Does that make sense? Oh, this is profound. Yeah. Yeah, especially the way it just came through right now. This is profound. I hope it made sense. Because as we keep chasing, let me put it that way, in case I didn't, like, properly express it. We're chasing this because we believe this thing gives us, like, beautiful feelings, right? And we're here, over here, cuddling with our lion and having those gorgeous feelings already, being free, being comforted, being taken care of, all the good stuff. Yet we are looking towards that and thinking, we don't have it yet, we need this in order to achieve it. And that's the illusion though here, and that's the sense of perspective as well. Oh my God, yes. Wow. This actually really makes me kind of emotional. It's not like I didn't know this before, but the way it was phrased right now was different. Very interesting. It's like the hunt for something, but forgetting that you actually already have it. Wow. Oh. Yeah, Leo fire sign. We have it on the posts here, so you may have strong Leo in your chart somewhere. Oh, babes, I love you. I love you. And then we have the Three of Earth, which is, you know, co-creating with spirit, you know, finding community to create with others. It's also, you know, there's a sense, can be a sense with the Three of Pentacles, of being misunderstood in what you are doing currently, because others may not share the same vision as you do. And that's okay, you still got to go through with it, you know what I mean? Because this is yours. Like, you cannot throw away that path, or that, which is really close to your heart, is what I want to say with this. Because it is going to be very successful. Like, again, the sense of, don't give up now. Please don't give up now. And I think the lion is here to remind you to actually muster up the courage to go ahead and do it anyways, despite of fear and illusions, because the illusions will break away automatically the moment you take that action, the moment you take that leap, the moment you stay on that path. I need to mention it. What's her name? It's this other tarot reader. She's good. Like, I sway away from her from times, because she's also very full on, but at other times I'm like fully drawn to her. Queen Cup is her name, Queen Cup. And she recently, either the last or the one before that, she did a reading where she says the devil, because she's very much on in those terms, in this terminology, the devil is trying to sway you to get away from the deck. You know, your ships are already coming in from the dock, sorry. Your ships are already coming in, and they're going to be quite fast, so you want to be prepared and to hop on, you know what I mean? But the devil is saying they're not coming in at all. That's what she said. And so it's that pivotal moment and point of you, are you leaving the deck because you believe the illusion that it isn't coming in, when first of all it's actually already here, and second of all, please stay put, because you're exactly where you need to be, and you're going to have all the success that you desire here, or relationship, or whatever else it is, right, for you. And the Nine of Air, I'm getting illusion with this. It's not quite the same as the Nine of Swords here with that, but it is also in the mental realm. The air is the swords, so it's, do not be fooled by your mind or what it is trying to tell you. It's really coming back to that present moment, being very, very present. You may have a lot of birds around you. Know that these are your messengers. And it's also like she's about to take flight. It's in the realms of the Fool. And I'm also seeing Isis in this as well. The goddess Isis, you may be working with her energies too. It's a cool energy to work with when you feel drawn to her and to hermetic principles and practices. About to take flight, yeah. And do not let anyone tell you that you don't have any wings, because you clearly do. Look at yourself. You clearly do. But, you know, naysayers can be like, just because they don't perceive their own wings, can sometimes, when you're in, you know, at a pivotal point, can sometimes sway you a little bit away from what you actually were going to do right now, which is fly. And just because they don't believe they can fly doesn't mean you can. They just haven't discovered their wings yet. But you have. So trust in, you know, your own innate feeling here. It's correct. It's absolutely correct. Ask your heart. Am I going to be successful? Yes, 100%. 100%. Ask your heart. Is this the right path for us right now? From the heart, not the mind. The heart, your intuition. Right? Okay. Okay, so I was just checking my cards, which one would like to talk as a final card. And the Angels and Ancestors Oracle would like to have one final say, along with a Guardian Angel card, which I'll pull for you. There we go. All right, let me see. What do you have for a beautiful... That's crazy. Okay, of course, right? Because we do speak about spirit animals. So you have the animal guardian, and we were talking about the instincts. Trust your instincts. This is precisely what we were saying. How cool is that? And it matches so perfectly with the color. It's almost like the color of my walls, if you want to have a look at it over on Instagram, like I said. So cool, with a scarcity card. So, animal guardian. Here we go. Trust in your instincts. Trust the powerful animal spirit within to learn more about yourself and your talents. The animal guardian is the card that represents the angels of the animal kingdom. Animals are angels of nature who have incredible lessons to offer and medicine that can support you on your spiritual journey and help you survive some of your greatest challenges. When you connect with the energies of animals, you can learn a lot about yourself and the earth. You also have instinctive animal energy within that can direct you towards everything you need and more. The Animal Guardian card depicts a tribal angel being held and supported by her animals. She has a love for them and they have a love for her, demonstrating how incredibly connected nature is with the spiritual realms. You have a powerful animal within that can be wild, protective, instinctive, and even calm. Animals don't second guess how they feel, they just express it, and you can learn from that confirmation. When this card arises, it's important to connect with how you really feel, how you want to feel, and what you really need. Interesting. Take the time to connect with your animal energy and express it naturally. Let even the fiercest energy move through you before returning to your natural state. It will teach you a lot about your gifts and how you can grow. Yes, beautiful. Beautiful confirmation. You had it right there. Yep. Cool. And actually, the scarcity tree branches look like the antlers on the Guardian Angel card. So like we said, it's a progression, like the staircase I was just shown. And the owl. We have the owl here too. Whoa, manifestation! Oh my god. Manifestation. Believe in yourself. Holy shit, yes. Believe in yourself. Trust your instincts. How much clearer? It's the third time now that they're talking about your instincts. And follow your heart. Ask your heart. For in doing so, you shall manifest all your heart desires. The life you have for so long aspired to create will soon manifest. Yes! And we have the same color, so I'm getting a huge, this is actually divine feminine color to me. I don't know if it actually like typically would be, but it is to me for sure. And it is striking because we have the whole board here. Again, have a look over on Instagram if you're interested, of that precise color. So feminine energy is going to help you bring that in, right? Amazing. Cool. Okay. I hope this was helpful and or insightful to you. If you've chosen another pile or would like to check one out, go ahead, be my guest. And if not, I'll see you in the next reading, hopefully. I'm sending you so much love, light, and shadow, my friends. Until next time, bye.